through.
And welcome back to Memorial Stadium. Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey, and we are live at Memorial Stadium. Game number 2 about ready to kick off. We've got the Rainier Beach Vikings and the Lakeside Lions, and they are ready to go. Rainier Beach will be kicking off, Lakeside receiving. And if you are just joining us, you missed an exciting first game. For the first time, we're told in 31 years that Seattle Prep beat O'Day, and they came down to the last second, and with time running out on the clock, Seattle Prep scored and went for a 2-point conversion and scored it, and so they won it by a score. They win Seattle Prep by 15-14. And now the kickoff, and Lakeside and Rainier Beach. Rainier Beach kicking off Lakeside with the return. That was number 3, Aaron Zacharias, and Zacharias returned it out to, looks like they're going to spot it at about the 32-yard line. So the Lions will have it 1st and 10 on their own 32-yard line. Rainier Beach lining up on the defense. And again, want to welcome you to our live coverage here on Rainier Avenue Radio. I'm Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey. Big guy, we got another one.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
I might spend the night here.
Well, you be on your own, brother. It's too cold. I'm going home. All right. So Lakeside starting out on their own 32-yard line in the gun. And nothing doing there. I believe that was number 2, Young Lou Lee, and Young Lou Lee rather had nowhere to go as he stopped quarterback for Lakeside is number 7, Bailey Black.
Second down.
This size Bailey Black, 6'1", 175 pound, 175-pound senior. And he's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Rainier Beach in a 4-man front, 4-3. And man in motion. Well, that's a high snap, but the handoff over to number 3. That is Aaron Zacharias, and he has nowhere to go. Defense coming on, and among other players, there's big number 55, Joshua Conley Jr. And he had a number of his teammates here. Loss back to the 29-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd and about 15 to go. Rainier Beach's defense not allowing anything from Lakeside here the first couple of plays. Lakeside quarterback, 2 receivers, that is again number 7, Bailey Black. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Actually, check that, 2 to his right. Single back. Looking for 13 yards here on the 3rd down play. Outside is a pre-snap penalty, and I think we may have some movement on the offensive line. Number 19, Lemanuel Donaldson, making the call that it is against Lakeside, and he is correct. So that will go back another 5 yards. So that's going to make it 3rd and 18 for Lakeside. Ball is on the 24-yard line now, and a long way to go. They got to get all the way out to the 42-yard line. Black with the snap. He is in the gun. Single back, 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. He's looking to the right. Quick pass, nothing. And he's hit for the blind side. The ball is loose. And Connolly picks it up. He's going to run it. He's getting it all the way down. They're going to say at the goal line. Oh, what a play. Rainier Beach came from the backside, and the sack, and the ball was knocked loose. And the Vikings took it all the way down. Joshua Connolly Jr. picked it up on the run and took it down to the goal line. They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. So the Vikings will take it over on the turnover. 1st and goal on the Lakeside 1-yard line. 10:04 to go here early in the first quarter of this ball game.
Hey, that speaks to Joshua Connolly's athletic ability to be able to take off, run, bend, pick that ball up, and then get about 8 yards.
Yeah. Big guy, 6'5", 275, and he was able to snatch that ball up. Rainier Beach now sending some guys in, trying to make sure they got the right offensive unit in there. 16, 15 on the play clock.
This is where I like Joshua Connolly right here.
motion, two receivers to the left and one to the right.
Oh,
Pitch out,
boy.
and in there, untouched. I believe that was Asaki Davis. Was that, no, check that. Who was that? Was
right behind Joshua.
Scotty Humphrey.
Right behind Joshua Connolly Jr.
Yep, that was number 9. Scotty Humphrey takes it in untouched. And Rainier Beach, after the big defensive play, takes it in one play, and they take a 6-0 lead here.
Good to see you out here.
Early in the ball game, Edwin, only 2 minutes elapsed, and Rainier Beach on the scoreboard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pedro Parcio is back for the kick. The extra point is up. It's low, but it is no good. Wide to the right. So Rainier Beach able to take advantage of the turnover, get it in the end zone, but not able to convert on the extra point. They lead it 6-0 here early in the ball game. Only 2 minutes elapsed. We're in game number 2 of our coverage here on Rainier Avenue Radio. The first game, Seattle Prep, a 15-14 winner over Obey. And now Rainier Beach and Lakeside going at it. And the Vikings decided to kick the ball. They forced a turnover and returned it all the way down to the 1 yard line. And then Scotty Humphrey took it in for 1 yard to give the Rainier Beach Vikings a 6-0 lead here early in the ball game.
It was a good time, man.
Hey, Rick.
I hope to do it again. I'm trying to get on the camera on the field.
Impressed.
Camera. So this is my training
that's
for it.
Man, the big
That
guy.
was like your football game. It was, bro. I was way up there.
We saw him last week, and a
then
little bit
whoever was
frustrating
in
as
the
they
field,
played. We covered the game.
photographers.
Eastside Catholic and Rainier Beach.
But
Joshua Connolly
it was
Jr.
a
ramping
blessing,
up
bro.
and did not play in the second half,
It was a
but he
blessing.
looks healthy tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's a big, good-looking young man. I heard he's academically sound.
Yes, academically sound.
Yes, sir.
And when I'm looking at my guy here on the end, number 14, that is Taiwan Hillis, 5'2", 125.
My guy.
He is out here ready to go.
Yes, sir. Remind me of my boy James German.
Yeah, and the kick, and there's a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle is. Let's see what the call is, Evan. I'm not sure. Beach will go back another 5 yards, and they'll kick it from the 40-yard line this time. So if you just joined us, a turnover early. Rainier Beach kicked the ball to Lakeside, and Lakeside a fumble. It was a sack and a fumble, and it was returned all the way, recovered at the 1 yard line. And the next play, the ensuing play, Scotty Humphrey ran it in from 1 yard out to give Rainier Beach a 6-0 lead, and that's where it stands right now. The Vikings, with only 2 minutes into the ball game, they lead it 6-0. Fielded at about the 21-yard line.
Oh, who made the play, Rick? Number 14.
Number 14, our guy, standing at 5'2", 125, Taiwan Hillis.
Taiwan.
Got the tackle there. And that was number 4 on the return, Max Baldwin. Another flag on the play. And we have a hold on Lakeside, so that'll take it back even further. He returned it out to the 38-yard line, Edwin, but the hold's going to take it back at least 10 yards. Let's see again, depending on where the spot of the foul occurred. And again, if you just joined us, an exciting first game of the doubleheader. Seattle Prep for the first time in 30 years. They scored 15-13, and they did it in dramatic fashion, scoring as the clock ran out, and then with no time on the clock, opted to go for a 2-point conversion and converted and won it 15-14. Right now, we have Rainier Beach and Lakeside. The Vikings leading 6-0, 9:56 left to go in the first quarter. We're early in this ball game. And back in the guns, got 3 receivers to his left. He fakes the handoff, and he has a quick inside, but a great defensive play coming up to make the stop. I believe that was number 19, Lemanuel Donaldson, and Donaldson was not fooled and was all on the receiver, but a pickup of about 5. And if I'm not mistaken, that was number 11, Arthur Stedman. No, check that. See the receiver that got that. But a pickup of about 5, so it'll be 2nd and 5 for Lakeside at their own 33-yard line. Then quarterback Bailey Black with 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Fake, and then the pitch out to Dane Driscoll. Driscoll's got some room. He's brought down after a pickup close to the 45-yard line, gets the first down. So a well-run play by Lakeside, and Dane Driscoll picks up the first down, the 6'1", 185-pound junior tight end. So they mark it at the 44-yard line, 11-yard gain on that play. Make it 1st and 10 for Lakeside on the 44, clock ticking, 8:56 and ticking. Bailey Black, a couple receivers to his left, the wide side of the field, balls on the right hash. And the running back behind him is Max Baldwin. Handoff Baldwin, nowhere to go. That play's blown up, but he spins away, gets away from a couple of different tacklers, and gets some positive yards out of it. Looks like about with the pile trying to push forward at least 5. I think they're going to spot it at the 49-yard line.
I'm not going to blow too much smoke towards Joshua Connolly, but he's the one that redirected that whole thing.
Yeah, he kind of blew that play up from the right side of the defensive line, but on the left side of the offense, he just blew through. But I tell you what, the running back, Max Baldwin, Edwin was able to bounce off of that pressure coming and got a positive, close to 5 yards on that, and some movement on the defensive side. I think it was called, approach on the Vikings. They'll give up 5 yards there. Well, check it. Wait a minute. Let's see. The referees, maybe.
Whatever happens is that the ball didn't snap and you get back.
Nah, defense is like offense in high school. You can't move. Yeah, they call it against the defense. So.
Be a part of the game, man. Get out of the way. They get back and the ball hadn't snapped, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, that's the rule, unfortunately. So that'll take the ball, and they're going to say that's a first down. And I thought it was 2nd and a long 5, but they're going to say that was a first down. So
they said it was 5.
Yeah. You got to be.
You got to give them first down.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for Lakeside at the Rainier Beach 46-yard line. Bailey Black calling signals to his left. Got pressure coming. He's going to be sacked. And looks like, let me get the number. 50. That was number 50. That was a Dallas Afalava. And Afalava was in there. And I tell you what, among a couple of other players, and that was a sack of about, about 7-yard loss back to the 47-yard line. So Lakeside will have a 2nd and 17. A great play there, breaking through the line. Dallas Afalava, the 6'3", 250-pound sophomore, Edwin, only a sophomore.
So those guys are getting off on the snap of the football.
Yeah, they really are. Handoff inside. That is number 4.
Another good play.
Max Baldwin, and again, there's Dallas Afalava there for another stop. Pickup of about, we'll give him 3 yards out to the 49, 2 or 3 yards. So that's going to make it 3rd and about 15. Lakeside on its own 49-yard line. So the Rainier Beach defense stepping up here. And the big sophomore Dallas followed a couple of good plays there, the sack and then the stop on the run. And motion coming from left to right. And quarterback Bailey Black had some room, but he's going to slide for the stop, and he is brought down. It looked like by number 44, Jacob Seal. Am I pronouncing that right? Jacob Seal? Deal. Got a couple of Rainier Beach players here. Thank you guys helping us out on the spot and making sure we are getting the names right. So a pickup to about the 42-yard line. So that's going to make it a 4th and about 6 yards to go. Lakesid's going to go for it in Rainier Beach territory. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Balls on the right half. And Bailey Black. Then he motions for his receiver, Arthur Stedman, to come in motion. Hands it off to Stedman, but big rush. Stedman gets away from one, gets away from two, but there's about 3 or 4 other Rainier Beach players there, and he stopped for a big loss back to the 48-yard line. Yeah.
That's great pursuit by Rainier Beach. Great pursuit. And those guys to the play side did not get hooked or blocked. So they strung it out.
So the stop there, they're going to spot it at the 49-yard line. So the Vikings will take over 1st and 10 with a 6-0 lead, 5:17 left to go in the first quarter. And they will take over with the ball on the Lakeside 49-yard line. And this, even though this will be their second offensive possession, they had it one play and scored on that first one after the turnover at the 1-yard line.
Tell you what, this is a big receiver down here.
Yeah, that's our guy, number 4, Jalen Green, at 6'5", rather. And handoff up the middle.
Wow.
And the ball's on the ground. Oh, fumble, and Lakeside's on it at the 45-yard line. So it's a nice hole and a good run. I'm trying to see that. I believe that was number 24, T. Elijah Holloway. But Holloway was hit and lost the football, went on the turf. And Lakeside with the recovery. And so the Lions take over after one play. And they'll have it 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. 5:10 left to play here in the first quarter. If you just joined us, we are live at Memorial Stadium. Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey, and the team, the Rainier Avenue Radio team. And in the first game, Seattle Prep a 15-14 winner over O'Day. And now in game number 2, 5:10 to go in the first quarter. Rainier Beach leading Lakeside 6-0. And the pass on the outside to Dane Driscoll, and nowhere to go. Driscoll brought down by number 19, Lemanuel Donaldson, and Donaldson with the good stop. That's going to be a loss of about 3 yards back to the 42-yard line. Donaldson said, "Not on my watch, young man."
Not today. I tell you what, there's not a whole lot of size Rainier Beach secondary, but you got a lot of want-to and a lot of effort.
Yeah, you got some talent back there.
Hey, man, I'll take that any day.
So their pursuit and on the ball, and Emmanuel Donaldson was there and made sure that that play went nowhere. Again, loss of about 3 yards back to the 42-yard line. So 2nd and 13. Black to his left. He's got a rush coming. He's going to be sacked again. Ball's on the turf, and let's see if they say he was down or not. And I believe that was, number 50. Again, Dallas Afalava. And I believe also that was number 52 with him, Josh Dunn. And they were in there, Edwin. And I tell you what, Bailey Black had nowhere to go. That pressure was on him in an instant.
Joshua Connolly Jr., he was also in there.
So that's going to make it 3rd and a mile to go. Let's see, what is that? We've got about 10, 15, 20, about 22. So 3rd and about 22 or so to go. Ball's on the 33-yard line. And Lakeside going backwards after forcing the fumble. And the handoff up the middle, and that is number 2, Youngju Lee. And Lee stutter steps a little step here and there. He picks up a few yards out to the 38, 37-yard line. So pick up about 4. That's going to make it 4 and about 18 to go.
They're not afraid to step in there.
No, they have come to play. So deep for Rainier Beach is number 12, Dylan Spencer, and I believe that's number 6, Rocky Davis. Back for the quick kick, and it's going to go to Davis. Davis on the out. He's going to get it, picks it up at about the 16, going down the left sideline. He's got some room, gets it out to just past the 30, maybe the 32, 33-yard line. Yeah, Shockey Davis had some room. I believe, wow, maybe that was that Shockey Davis or DeMarco Jones? Was Shockey Davis? Was. Thank you. I'm getting some help here by, tell me your name again, I forgot. Huh? Sean Weller? The big man, Sean Weller, is here helping us out and making sure that we are getting the call correct. Sean, thank you, my brother. We appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
So the Vikings 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 on
boy. Some to the right.
Three receivers to the right, one to the left, one back. Some movement on the defense. Handoff. I believe that. Oh, good run. That is the big guy, Scotty Humphrey. Scotty Humphrey making some guys pay as he comes up. He put the shoulder down and made some of those defensive players. Hey, he stood some guys up, Edwin.
I hadn't seen that in a while.
Scott 3, 5'10", 205, sophomore. So he got some growing to do. He's only a sophomore, about 15 years old, maybe 16.
I ain't seen that since the Larry Zonko Campbell days.
Oh my goodness, come on now.
He made two of them flat tape.
Yeah. He stood him up, man. He put his shoulders down. Second and a couple of yards to go. And here is again Humphrey to the left side. He's got some. Humphrey, he's gonna go all the way. Touchdown! 57 yards. Scott 3 Humphrey takes it to the pay dirt. Touchdown, Edwin.
Hey, Rick, he showed us the toughness up inside and then the speed around the outside.
Man, let me tell you something. He got that ball. He cut inside, then hit the sideline, and it was a foot race. Scott 3 Humphrey, 5'10", 205-pound sophomore, takes it 56 yards. Touchdown, Rainier Beach.
I have not seen that since Earl Campbell.
Really? That combination of power and speed.
Power and straight speed.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
So the extra point try here. See Rainier Beach with 1:54 left to go in the first quarter. Looking for this extra point. Snap is good. The kick is up. And it's low and it's blocked. No good.
Go get it, big fella. Go get it. Go get it.
So with that, the extra point is not good, but Rainier Beach still leading 12-0 here. 1:54 left to play in the first quarter here. Game 2. Rick Dupree live.
I'm like Rainier Beach every time I see him.
Yeah.
I am liking him every time I see him.
Appreciate Big Sean hanging out with us here, helping out. Amir left us. We're coming back. Amir said, I'm going down with my team. So thanks to Tara Davis and a couple of Rainier Beach players who were sidelined this week, and they're actually helping us out. And really appreciate it, kind of making sure we got the right call, the names, and the numbers right. Appreciate that.
Come on,
Scott 3 Humphrey, I tell you what, just a big time run there.
My favorite Rainier Beach player is number 14.
Taiwan Hillis, 5'2", 125-pound sophomore. On that. So again, 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Rainier Beach leading 12-0. We are live at Memorial Stadium. It is truly now Friday night under the lights.
Yes, it is.
Under the glooming
Space Needle up there. Looking scary.
Under the glooming glare or stare of the Space Needle. And the kick is going to be fielded through the hands and picked up on the bounce. I believe that is number 5.
Look
There he is on the tackle. We talked about Taiwan Hillis at 5'2", 125, and he was there.
Even the official had to give him some depth.
Yes, sir.
The official had to give him some depth.
So go ahead, little man.
Hey, the littlest man on the field, all his teammates backed him on the helmet.
That's right. He was there to stop and make the stop at the 28-yard line, so good defensive play there. So Lakeside will take over 1st and 10 on the 28-yard line, trailing 12-0. A minute 47 left to go here in the first quarter.
Obviously, he's the team favorite. Everybody couldn't wait to get to him and give him some.
Yeah. You love to see that.
Hey, man. Parents could be here to see him play.
And Black looking for a receiver. He's got a receiver across the middle. I believe that was number 5, Max Dannenhauer. Yep. Dannenhauer takes it out to, so they're going to give him about 9 yards on that. That's 42 yards, 37-yard line. Check it out. So the quick pass that went right there off the edge, and Dannenhauer able to make a nice gain out of it. So to be 2nd and 1 on Lakeside, the Lions at their own 37-yard line. Yeah, he did. He's got 3 receivers, and some movement on the defensive line. I think that's going to be a offsides on the deep. Yes, it is. So that'll be an automatic, or not automatic. It'll be first down. Yeah, you gotta watch that. Joshua Connolly Jr. telling his players, watch me, stay on me. So that'll be 1st and 10 for Lakeside at the 42-yard line. 1:03 left to go here in the first quarter. And the clock is ticking. Again, quarterback Bailey Black hands it off. And nowhere to go, but good shifty running. That is Youngju Lee. And Lee turned what should have been maybe a 2-yard loss into maybe a 1 or 2 yard gain. I think they're giving 2 yards out to the 44.
Well, they can't block. They cannot block Joshua Conley. Bigger, stronger, more physical than anybody.
Yeah, he is, Edwin. That's a good point.
So he's redirecting everything that runs up the side. He's redirecting from the snap. Drag racing in pocket.
I think so. And so we've got a 2nd and 8 for Lakeside at the 44-yard line. Snap. Joshua Connolly Jr. and I believe Dallas Afalava. Those 2 big guys. Connolly Jr. is 6'5", 275. Afalava 6'3", 250. That was over 500 pounds there stopping Youngju Lee.
He set the tone in there.
Yeah, he is.
He set the tone.
So that will end the first quarter here. Rainier Beach leading Lakeside by a score of 12-0. 1 frame down, 3 to go. And you are listening to it live and watching it live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch right here on Rainier Avenue Radio World. Let's throw it to Daniel. What's going on elsewhere, Daniel?
Well, Rick, let's do a little scoring update for you, brought to you by Culture. King County. Right now, 24-0 in the 3rd quarter. Thank you to the Rough Riders live stream that were able to pick up on that score right there. And we're also getting a report on a close game, Ballard and Bishop Blanchette. Ballard only leading by 7-0. The other still awaiting scores for them. Hartwell East versus Ingram, Lincoln versus West Seattle, and Franklin versus Cleveland. Earlier today, right here from last play of the game win over O'Day. Back to Rick and Edwin.
All right, thank you, sir. Also, I want to make a mention. We appreciate the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle, one of our sponsors, and they implement their mission with within Seattle, King County service area through advocacy, direct programming, community outreach, coalition building in their 5 major pillar areas of focus: housing, education, workforce development, health, and college. So again, thank you to the Metropolitan Urban League of Seattle for their support of high school football, Metro League high school football right here. Friday night under the lights, and Lakeside with a 3rd and 9 to go with the ball on the 42-yard line. And quarterback Bailey Black in the guns, got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's looking to the left. I should say 3 receivers. Oh, coming up, and a big hit by number 44, Jacob Seal. And Seal, I tell you what, they were looking for the screen over to Youngju Lee. And Seal came up and, oh my goodness, separated the man from the ball. And was a nice hit there, Edwin. That's the way to do it.
Yes, it is.
So Jacob Seal, 5'10", 160 pound sophomore, and he said there will be nothing happening here. So deep to receive the punt for Rainier Beach. The deep man is number 6, Shockey Davis, and also back there with him, number 12, Dylan Spencer. Now Spencer runs off the field. Looks like maybe they had too many men on the field. So alone back on the 25-yard line is Shockey Davis, and if Lakeside knows that they will try to keep away from that. And delay a game. That's what lining up to punt it away. Shockey Davis walks up about 10, 15, about 12 yards up to the 30, as walking back to about the 36. On the right hash, his left hash, which is where the ball is, and Lakeside, the quick kick, and it's going to go deep. It's going to take Davis back, and it's out of bounds. at about the market, I want to say the 35-yard line, it looks like, Edwin. 25, check that, 25-yard line. So, Rainier Beach with a 12-0 lead will take over 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line.
37-yard Rainier Beach.
So the Vikings with 11:51 left to play. We're here at the start of the second quarter. So 11:51 left to play in the first half. And the Vikings leading by score. Dupree, Edwin Bailey, Daniel B, Tony B, and Taylor Green on the camera, on the main camera. Got our man Sean from Rainier Beach on the other camera. And
the wind, as you can hear.
Back on the field, thank you. And the pass, we got a receiver, deep, oh, and just underthrown. And he had, that was number 4, Jalen Green, but a good defensive play coming up. And that was Young Ju Lee. Just knocked the ball away. Yeah, he does. And I believe that's DeMarco Jones, the quarterback, and the pass there was just underthrown. Is that DeMarco QB? Who's the QB? Duca King. Thank you. Duca is at quarterback. If I could read the numbers, would be in good shape. So Duca King with the pass there. And just a little short. Yeah, thank you. Number 3. Duca out. Got a receiver. Oh, and the receiver number 13, Ellis Blanco. But they're coming up to make a fine defensive stop. That was number 4 for Lakeside, Matt Baldwin. And keeps it to a short gain. Blanco about 3 yards out to the 28-yard line.
Baldwin plays a solid safety.
Yeah, he did.
That was a heck of a play.
Yeah, he came up hard on that.
That was a solid play there, Max.
So we've got a 3rd and about 7 to go. Duca King. He's got 1 running back with him. Then he's got 3 receivers to his left on the wide side of the field, 1 to the right. King, a 5'6", 150-pound sophomore. He's got somebody open to the left there. I believe that's number 13, Ellis Blanco, and he's going to dive forward for the first down, and a good play there. Check that. That was Dylan Spencer. And Dylan Spencer with a nice cutback, and then just extended the body and stretched the ball out. And they're going to get the first down just across the 35, nose of the football, touching the 36-yard line. So Duca King to Dylan Spencer, first down, Rainier Beach. And the Vikings lead, and the Pigskin, they lead at 12-0, 2:39 left to go here in the first half. We are live at Memorial Stadium. And the snap, the handoff, and I believe that is number 24, Elijah Holloway. Takes it in and cuts out, picks up a couple of yards, maybe 3 yards, out to the 39 for to make it 2nd and 7. So good pursuit on the defense there, Edwin, but Elijah Holloway making a good cut in and then bounce back out to get some positive yards. So the Vikings on the right hash. Duke King looking to his left. Got 3 receivers there communicating with them. Then looking to his right. Got 1 receiver out here to the right. And I might go to the right here. I believe that's his big target there. Now check that. That is Shockey Davis. And Duca King is going to be stopped for a sack, about a 2-yard loss. So King was looking, and Shockey Davis had single coverage and was looking, trying to maybe look for Davis, but not able to. He didn't have enough time, and he was sacked, stopped for about a 2. I'll check that. They're going to say, they're going to say line of scrimmage. I thought he got the football, the back end of the footballs, just touching the 38-yard line. So maybe a loss of about half a yard. We'll call it 3rd and 8. Balls on past the 38-yard line for Rainier Beach, leading 12-0 here with 9 minutes to go
10 seconds
in the first half.
10 seconds.
Duca King calling out signals, claps his hands. Got 1 receiver to his right, 3 to his left, looking to his left, and he high target there, and he's got the big guy, Jalen Green, shakes off one tackler, makes another guy miss, spins, makes another miss, and, oh, the ball's out. Jalen Green, and it's going to be recovered by Lakeside. So Jalen Green, oh, some great moves and shaking and spinning, but then the ball was knocked out, and Lakeside's going to recover it on about the 30-yard line. So Edwin, those are the types of plays, again, trying to make something happen, but you got to tuck the ball away.
Gotta put it away, Rick.
And the Jalen Green, it was knocked out, and Lakeside's going to take over, recovered on about the 20, their own 28-yard line. Yeah, it was.
Run after was good. He just had to secure that football, like you said.
So with 8:49 to go in the first half, Rainier Beach leading 12-0. The Lions take it over on their own 28-yard line. Quarterback Bailey Black in the gun. He's got two receivers to his right, two to his left, all on the right hash. And you can see the action on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. And a lot of pressure, and he's going to be sacked. That is, it is. Yes, Joshua Connolly Jr. coming from the left side.
So you got a
sacked.
cousin up here?
And that's going to be a loss back to
Oh, my nephew, 44.
25,
44?
maybe 24-yard line. So loss of about 4 yards there, Edwin, on the sack. So it's going to make it 2nd and 14.
The thing is, I have kids, so they
Yes,
hate
sir.
football, hate everything about it. Because it takes me away from them.
Yeah, he really is.
Oh. Well, yeah,
Well, that's, you know,
all the time, bro.
you've got to dominate, and you are actually doing that.
I missed this shit.
He
man.
is.
I haven't been out here.
2nd and 14.
I've not
for
been
the
on this
Lions.
field since the last game.
Bailey
For real?
Black,
For real.
3 receiver, 2 to his left, 1 to his right. The pitcher to the one on the right, and that's a good pass and catch. I believe that was number 84, if I'm not mistaken. Christian Kirkdoffer.
I hate is
And Kirkdoffer just running a quick slant pattern. Black laid it on him, and
we should have been.
yeah, it was.
Man,
And Kirkdoffer takes it out to the 43-yard line for a first down.
the time
So
was
7 to look for the clock ticking. Lions trailing 12-0 to get a first down and trying to get some type of drive going to get some points on the board here, down 12-0.
We was done by the time
Hand
we
up
got
the
there.
middle, that is
Good
number,
play.
oh, nowhere
And then
to
they were
go.
hella racist.
To Marcus
I
Butler.
didn't forget to go out here. Yeah. No, I watched the game on that last week.
A number of orange jerseys there to
What
stop
we
him
doing?
for a loss. Back to the 40-yard line, so loss of about 3
I
yards on
wanted
the
to
2nd and
message
13.
Rainier Avenue and say, well, all those Polynesians play inside Bradley.
Yeah,
Get back in there.
that's right.
Oh, really?
None of them have
We'll give you a one-play rest. That's about it. Huh?
Home price out there is like $700. None of them live out there.
Yes,
Huh.
indeed.
They have this bus that picks them up.
The bus, yeah.
Havoc and melee.
Is that by their choice or do they have
Yeah.
to live outside of their area?
Well, they're private schools, so you can.
Oh, it's private school. Okay, yeah.
Lakeside, 2 receivers
Like
to the
private
left
school
of
should have their own
Ty,
division.
1 to the right.
This one, it has to be 2 to 3 miles from the location.
He's got a breaking across the middle, and that is number 84, Christian Kirkdoffer. So again, Edwin, I think Lakeside finding a soft spot in that Rainier Beach defense and kind of running that kind of just little drag, slow slant drag pattern across the
And the
middle.
funny thing is when they score, they kick off.
Yeah, I know this.
Yep, and in front of the safeties. So Rainier Beach is going to have to adjust, kind of see what's going on there. So another first down across midfield into Rainier Beach territory on the Viking 46-yard line. 6:25 left to go here in the first half, with Rainier Beach leading 12-0. Bailey Black in the gun. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right.
Water.
I'll just say on the shot clock, on the play clock. Oh, and a rush in, but he gets it off to and coming up. Edwin, I believe, I'm trying to see the number. I believe that was number 20, if I'm not, Muhammad Jobe. Yeah, 20.
Oh, he leveled off, man.
Yeah.
And that outside linebacker, the ball went right over his head. If he could get his hands up.
Could have knocked it down for reception. Yep, but Jobe came in and just a fine tackle, getting the runner for a 1-yard loss. So it's making 2nd and 11 ball at the 47-yard line of Rainier Beach. Lakeside trying to mount a drive to get some points on the board with only 5:35 left to go in the first half, trailing 12-0. And a big rush coming in, screen set up. That's number 2, Young Ju Lee. Young Ju Lee's got some room, and he's going to have a first down there, I believe. So nice screen set up. And taking advantage of that pursuit that Rainier Beach is getting some penetration. And so that time Lakeside using it against the Vikings. Dupree gets a big gain, about 11, 12 yards. First down to the 35-yard line. So with 5:07 and the clock is moving, Lakeside trying to get some points on the board. Again, Black with 3 receivers to his right on the wide side of the field. And the snap. Here's the handoff in and out, and then he looks for that quick, and it looks like a little adjustment by Rainier Beach. And that was a Shockey Davis, I believe, was right there. And the receiver coming across was number 5, Max Dannenhauer. And Shockey Davis said, no, not on my watch. I've done that enough times. I know what's coming. Yeah, they got it. They got a triple cover. Team that much. And he still. Well, when you stand 6'5" and 275 pounds. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10. Balls on the 35-yard line after that incomplete pass. And looks like a delay of game. Yeah. Unless they call a timeout. Yep. So the play clock was running down, so Lakeside called a timeout. So with 4:50 left to go in the first half, Rainier Beach leading by a score of 12-0 over Lakeside. The Lions trying to mount a drive there on the Rainier Beach 35-yard line. 2nd and 10. Memorial Rainier Beach.
Come here. What's our rule if it's running? No, we call upon basic.
He's sitting there waiting for the shot.
Your brother.
So who has this? Who has the second? You. If this guy's right here and he's over that, and then another, it's those, and then another guy comes.
What's it like now?
How are they going to know? Then call Rondo.
And also Edwin Bailey for sponsors here, the Metropolitan Urban League of Seattle and For Culture, helping power and bring this broadcast of Metro League football to you on YouTube, Facebook, on Twitch, on Rainier Avenue Radio, our website, or our app. Yes, once again, Dallas Afalava and Joshua Conley Jr. are controlling that interior line. My goodness.
What's the ball? What's the ball?
Waiting for the snap.
Waiting for them to cover the ball.
Yeah.
Now it's 84.
So that loss back to the 39-yard line makes it 3rd and 14. Back in the gun. To his left and then slot back over there. One receiver to the right, one running back to his right. And he's got his receiver Crystal nowhere to go. And that is a Shockey Davis. Shockey Davis said, ain't nothing happening over here.
Perfect form tackle.
Shockey Davis came up and just a great break on the ball. Now he's running back to receive this punt. He's now going to get a reward for that defensive play. So a loss back to the 42-yard line makes it 4th and 17. So the running unit check that. And check that. Rainier Beach, you got to check it. The offensive unit is on the field, not the punting unit. Rainier Beach, you got to get up and recognize that, and they are not. Deep pass. pass. Oh, and there's going to be pass interference is going to be called on Jalen Green. So as the ball was thrown, and not to this receiver, Jalen Green pushed the receiver down, and a flag, and that's going to be an automatic him, I believe.
So you all right? You all right, buddy?
So with that, let's see what the call is.
Yeah, we live. One of them. Yeah.
I believe that is, pass interference. And I saw it clear as day. Jalen, well, check it. They're bringing it back. Okay, so yeah, so what they did is they came back to the original. So it's not going to be that's going to bring it down to the 27-yard line. So it's still going to be 4th down, but 4th and 2. So a far scenario here, but Lakeside still can go for it. But a much more doable opportunity here. Lakeside pipeline up to the receiver, right tight end. 2 yards to go, got to get down to 9 on the play clock. Black calling out of the call. Audible. 3, 2, there it is. And there is nowhere to go. Edwin Dallas to follow him. And the follow-up playing one heck of a game on this defensive line. Follow-up comes in, gets the tackle for the loss, and that's going to be a turnover on down. 2:59 left to go in the first half. Rainier Beach takes over first and 10. 29-yard line. Try to add to this 12-0 lead that they have. One Joshua Connolly Jr. What's he talking about? Right, Edwin, at 5'7", 170. I'll run it behind 6'5", 275 any day of the week. And
I think he's the dry land. I think he's getting ready to drag somebody right now.
So Duke King with 2 receivers, handoff. No, check that. That was T. Elijah Holloway, and Holloway short pickup of about 1 out to the 30-yard line. So second.
Let's go. Hey, left. No yellow. No yellow.
So Dylan Spencer started out lined up on the right, now runs over to the left. So Shockey, Duke King's got 3 receivers. Right over the middle, he's got Jalen Green. Green's got it in midfield, trying to get away, and is spun down at about the 48-yard line. So a big gainer for a first down. That was a good
pitch and a good catch.
So Duke King knew where he was going, and his big receiver, and really what Jalen Green did, Edwin, is it was almost like a stutter step, and then kind of released inside. Yep, there. And 14 left to go in the first half, and the Vikings leading 12-0. There's a timeout on the field. And the Vikings offense talking things over, trying to figure out they've got 53 yards to go. Check that. They're on the 47-yard line, so 53 yards to go to get it in the end zone. I'm sure they want to add to that 12-0 lead that they have going into the halftime. Again, I want to welcome you listeners here. We are glad that we can bring this broadcast to you, and so pleased we were able to bring the first game to you as well. Big win over 30 years for Seattle Prep, and winner. If that is, someone called in or someone messaged us in and said that was the first time in 31 years. So we're going off of that. We know it's been a long time since Prep beat O'Day. Seattle Prep in that game, it went down to the wire. Last game of last play of the game, I should say. And Rainier Beach, rather Seattle Prep scored. We're watching Rainier Beach Lakeside now. Seattle Prep and gave the Panthers a 15-14.
Shows y'all know most of you out playing football.
Yes, sir. That's better. 31 years ago, those numbers for me were 20 something. And long pass down and great defensive play. And I believe that was number 4, Edwin, if I'm not mistaken, Max Baldwin. And so Duke King was looking for Stockton Davis. Stockton Davis right pad and coming over Max Baldwin, and he knocked the ball loose.
And played that great.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, Rainier Beach got about 3 or 4 little ball players that's going to be something else here in the next couple of years, right?
Yeah. And these guys, most of them, Shockey Davis is a junior. Quarterback Duke King is a sophomore. Yeah, so they got some young talent. Jalen Green, the big target, 5 targets, is a junior as well. So yeah, Rainier Beach has got some skilled players getting it done. Quick screen, Jalen Green on the left side, puts a move, comes back inside, and just, oh my goodness, close to the first down. But Jalen Green gave the corner a move, a little stutter step, faked outside, went inside, and just froze him.
With the evil eye on.
Yeah, baby. And take it down to the 44-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 1 to go. His right, and receiver on the rush, and he's going to run. Oh, and then he drops the ball. The ball comes out, and Edwin, that's how he could hold the ball in one hand. And let's see, there's a fight for the ball, and they're saying that Lakeside recovered. That was number 4 with the recovery, Max Baldwin. And oh, you feel for Duke King because he, was looking for a receiver, avoided the rush, and then, again was holding the ball as if he wanted to maybe pass it, and the ball just slipped out. He had the first down, and the ball came out of the ball there. Might that be number 8, Lamar Jackson? Yeah.
I tell you what, I am impressed with him.
Yeah, Duke King playing. Yeah. Yeah. And again, I think that space realize run it, but didn't tuck it away. You got to tuck it away. Yeah. Yeah, to a point, but you gotta. That's as they call unfortunate. And on the other side, pass and let's see if they
got it back.
Well, let's see if they say. I'm trying to see if they're saying incomplete pass or not. Pass inside, and that was quarterback Bailey Black. Yeah, and it looked like he had the ball, and then it was knocked loose. Yeah, so it was knocked loose by Rainier Beach. The Vikings recovered, and so got it back in one place. So they got 1:24 play, 42 yards to go to try to get something done here.
That's good play by the defense.
So Rainier Beach knocked it loose, and the Vikings recover, and they have a 1st and 10 with 1:24 left to play and a 12-0 lead. And we have timeout on the field. That's a timeout Lakeside.
Yeah, throw that kind of thing out there on the field. Oh,
So with a minute and 24 left to play, Edwin got a message that
Tyler Ernest called Tony High.
tell you hello.
That's Tony B boy.
Well, Tyler Ernest, man, I'm here too, man. You can tell a brother hi, you know. Not like you ain't met me. You came to my school, you were there, you know. We had you on the show.
Hey, that's the legend. The man, the myth, the legend. Tyler Williams.
So you tell TWE, he got to recognize some Dupe every once in a while. You know, give Dupe a little bit of love. A little bit of buddy love. Get a little bit of buddy love. All righty then. Yes, indeed. All right. So with 1:24 left to play in the first half, Rainier Beach leading 12-0. They have the ball 1st and 10. Looks like on the 42, Edwin, I'm having trouble seeing the exact. Yeah, I think it's on the 42-yard line of Lakeside. King looking to his up. He's got a receiver deep. He throws it up, and it's going to fall incomplete. Duke King was looking for.
Rick, who is this Duke King, man?
Yeah, Duke King, the sophomore. Duke King, 5'6", 150, sophomore. And Duke King getting it done. Yeah, he does. He was looking for Jalen Green there deep at about the 10-yard line. Ball fell into the good deep play back there. All right, Lakeside going to be 2nd and 10, a minute 18.
My godson said, I like Duke King.
Oh, and a blitz coming in. And nowhere to go, but they fooled him. And the pass out on the outside. And Duke King hits Shockey Davis. And I tell you what.
That's all Duke King.
So Lakeside had a blitz coming.
Oh, got a flag in the middle of the field, Rick.
Probably a hold. We'll see what the call is.
Time is right there.
Lakeside had the blitz coming and looked like they had the stop. Duke King had the ball in the runner's belly, pulled it back out, and then found Shockey Davis on the right sideline for a pickup. But let's see what the call is. And it looks like it's going to go against Rainier Beach in the middle of the field. Like you said, that was usually a hold. So that's going to come back, and they're going to spot it at the 47. Make 2nd and about 16 to go. A minute 10 left to play here in the first half at Memorial Stadium. Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey, Daniel B, Taylor, Kareem, Tony B, and why can't I remember the man's name with the camera on the field? Tack. Okay. Oh, tell you what, Shockey Davis. Shockey Davis on the right side in some great footwork and lost the shoe, but he kept going and he gets the first.
He was cutting like he had on his shoe.
Yeah, man, Shockey Davis, I don't need a shoe, baby. So that's going to be a first down. Rainier Beach calls a timeout. 58 seconds left. Shockey Davis takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Little different thing going on here with the COVID. Gotta make sure you stay hydrated.
It scared me to death. I was getting ready to run. What in the world they doing with a wagon?
That's a robotic bomb or something. No. Just part the place.
Oh, man, hey, I just stood up, man. I'm saying, wait a minute, man.
That's just the hydration for the young men.
What? I tell you what, boy, things have changed.
Oh, yeah. Remember water bottles come out. Gatorade ball squeezing it, everybody's out, you know?
It is.
Gatorade, Powerade.
There you go.
Yeah. Next time out, we might get a shot.
That's scared me.
Now you see Pat giving us the video. Taylor Green, Daniel B on the other camera. Whole team is here. Rainier Avenue Radio, bringing you Metro League High School Friday night of light at Memorial Stadium. At the seconds left, they lead it at 12. He gets it, throws it up, and Jalen Green gets it, but he's going to be pushed out of bounds. And high man, Jalen Green went up to get it, but he's just not enough to stay there, and he was out of bounds. He's going to be incomplete.
I tell you what, Rick, Duke King gave him an opportunity.
Yeah, he did. He did. He put it where only his man could get it. And I'll tell you what, Edwin, that's a veteran play there. There are a lot of quarterbacks that can't make that play and put it in that position where only your receiver can get it.
That's making money playing that game. He couldn't make that throw.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, just out of bounds. So, and 52 seconds left to play. Pigskin in the hands of the Vikings with the 12-0 lead. And King, King hit for the blind side. That's number 53, Leo Homer. Homer coming in. Oh, my goodness. King K. And the sack, but there's a flag on the far side of the field, Evan, so that could be a defensive hold there on the receiver. We'll see.
I think after that hit out, I had to lay on the ground for a while.
He got right back up. Back 30-yard line. Third and 7, 46 seconds left in the first half here. 12-0 Vikings trying to mount a drive to extend the lead to add to that 12-0 lead. Jalen Green, the big receiver, is wide to the right, and two receivers inside of him. To the right. Got a rush coming. He jumps it off, and coming almost picked off. And that was number 9, Arthur Stedman, and Duke King just trying to get rid of it. He had a rush coming, 2 guys on him. So that's going to make it 4th down with 21 seconds left to play, and why not go for it? We got to get all the way down to the 18-yard line for down. And ball's on the 30, and obviously 30 yards for the touchdown. 21 seconds left to play. 12. So the film crew for Lakeside packing it in. They are headed out. It's a little cold out here. And the high snap, but Duke King gets it, and he's running. Rush coming, and Duke King goes down, coming in. Yeah, that was number 9, no flag. That was number 9, Arthur and big stop. So snap high, kind of bobbled. King trying to get a hold on it. So that's going to be a turnover on downs back at the 40-yard line. Lakeside will take over with 15 seconds left to play here in the first half. And Edwin, the lips getting kind of rosy. Trouble articulating words.
There you go. That's what I like to do right there. He's going to came back to the sideline and make the snap.
Yep.
That's the snap I want.
Yep. Right the number. Staying on lead. 10 pounds. And the pass out on the right side, ball's incomplete. So with 11 seconds left, it looks like the Lakeside crew maybe going down to the field. I see them walking down that way. I thought they were departing, but
I think they might be just taking it, put it down there where they're going to load the bus at.
Yeah. So 2nd and 10 to go. Ball on the 40-yard line for Lakeside. And Lions trailing. Request for 12 here in the first half.
Hey, quarterback. Hey, let's go, defense.
Come on, Scotty. Just speed, Scotty. Speed, please. Go. Watch the ball.
Run!
It's an off. Nowhere to go. Nothing doing there for young Lee. Stop.
What?
Yeah, they really are. So Youngstown Lee stopped for the loss there, and that's going to end the first half. Rainier Beach leading it by a score of 12-0. We'll take a break in the action, and Daniel will update you on scores and other things happening around the city. And Edwin and I will be back for the second half action right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Yes, thank you, Rick. Another score update presented to you by For Culture, agricultural funding agency for King County. For Culture was the sport for creative work. Yes, thank you to one of the commenters on the layout who gave us numbers about some other games. Eastside Catholic is running up the score against Garfield. It's 40-0 at the half. Eastside Catholic is definitely on their way to possibly starting their season 3-0 and maybe dropping Garfield 1-2. Also, hope you help the West Central Lincoln game. That's another blowout for you. West Seattle up on Lincoln 33-0 in the fourth quarter. Just got the report from Nathan Hale as they have lost to Roosevelt. Final score 24 Roosevelt 0 for Nathan Hale. Actually, with 3-0 on the season. And Bishop Blanchett are playing a very close game in the fourth quarter. It looks like Ballard leads by just a point over Bishop Blanchett. Ballard was up 7-0 and late in that fourth quarter right now, but Bishop Blanchett actually scored a touchdown, but they went for two, and they did 7-6 right now with Ballard up on Bishop Blanchett. Fourth quarter, 5:50 left in the game. We're still waiting on scores for Chief Self and Ingram and Franklin Cleveland. If you know anything about what the scores are on those games, please hit us in the comments and we'll be sure to add it to our little ticker there that you can watch on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch right there. We're trying to give you these scores as they come in to the best of our ability. And, well, we're doing as good as we can right here. Looks like our source for Garfield and Eastside Catholic just died on us. In addition to that, let's see if we can get an update on Bishop Blanchett and Ballard. Ballard converts on a 4th and 1 and adds 6 points. So it's 1:30 to go in that game. Ballard is up 13-6 with let's see, 1:30 to go. Ballard almost has that one up in hand right there. So they're up 13-6 with less than a minute left there. So it looks like Ballard might be taking that win against Bishop Blanchett in a very close contest. Again, if you know any of these other scores, we just don't have the manpower to be sitting at these games. And with COVID, there's nobody attending. We just want to do our best to report these scores to the best of our ability. Again, Eastside Catholic is basically destroying Garfield right now. Oh, man. Eastside Catholic looks like the team to beat in the Metro League. I know Seattle Prep's got something to say about it. Especially after their win over O'Day today, moving down to 2-1 on the season. But man, after Eastside Catholic just basically blew out this Rainier Beach team last week, now they're just destroying Garfield, and it's only at the half. It looks like all 42 of those points were scored in the second quarter, is what we're being reported, which is fascinating. But let's see here. Let's see if we get an update on that Blanchett and Ballard finish. And loading. Still no update from there. Okay, how about some standings for you? as we said, Eastside Catholic is having a whale of a season so far in 2021 in this shortened football season. They're well on their way to starting 3-0. Seattle Prep is sitting in second place now, 2-1 after a last-minute win against O'Day. They are now 2-1 on the season. Let's see, we got an update from Kara Controlling. Says 33-8. West Seattle just won against Lincoln. Thank you, Kara, right there. We'll add that to our little scoreboard right there. West Seattle was 33-8 right there. Congratulations to West Seattle with the win against Lincoln with the final score there. Let's see, getting that on there. There you go. You can see that for you. Yes, and back to the mountain. Yes, Ballard and Garfield are sitting at 1. Ballard did win, so they're tied. They'll tie for second actually this win that they looks like they may be getting. So 2-1. Garfield well on their way to possibly starting 1-2. Same with O'Day, 1-2. And Rainier Beach, well, they're leading 12-0 right now, as you can see. They might be getting their first victory of the year against Lakeside. And you may not be aware, but we were supposed to cover a Ballard versus Rainier Beach game. And what happens is the Metro League switched the schedules of Rainier Beach and Bishop Blanchette. Reason being, they said that Rainier Beach was not performing, and Bishop Blanchette was. So they Rainier Blanchette, and they gave it to Rainier Beach. Very interesting turn of events. We were supposed to cover, yeah, the Ballard versus Rainier Beach, and instead they gave Rainier Beach the rest of the season going to the Sound Division. Mountain Division. So it definitely makes Blanchette's schedule the rest of the way harder than they were expecting, and possibly it might make Rainier Beach's schedule a little bit easier. Kara, update right there. 33-7 actually. Okay, thank you, Kara. 33-7 on that West Seattle victory. There. Obviously, it looks like Blanchette hasn't officially lost yet, but they may be going 1-1. And Lakeside, obviously, you're watching them play right now. Right now, they're 1-2. I'm looking down at Rainier Beach. Against Chief Self, so we'll see how Nathan Hale, they lost to those Bucks. Now they dropped to 2-1 on the season. Lincoln, obviously, with the loss, West Seattle drops to 1-2, and West Seattle with that win goes up to 2-1. They are now tied with Nathan Hale in the lead. Fix that right there on the high. Move them up there to first place. And we're waiting on that score from Franklin and Cleveland. Franklin lost their first game of the season last week on Rainier Avenue Radio, and Cleveland dropped their first two of the season. But they're playing together right now, and so one of them's going to win their first game of the year. So good luck to both of those squads right there. Little soccer scores from yesterday. West Seattle defeated Garfield 2-0. And Blanchette high at 1 apiece. Lakeside piled on the goals against Nathan Hale, 7-0. Ballard winning over Lincoln 2-0. And Franklin getting 4 scores against Chief Self, 4-0 with that one. Eastside Catholic looks like their girls soccer squad is pretty tight as well as their football, because they went over Cleveland 7-0 right and one tie. Seattle Prep is in third with 2-1 on the season. Ballard has won, lost, and tied, so they are 1-1-1. They've done everything this season so far that you can do. Bishop Blanchette has 2 ties on their record. Ingram has lost a game tied. Lincoln has 2 losses and 1 tie. And the same with Nathan Hale, so both Lincoln and Nathan sit on the bottom of the Metro League Mountain Girls Soccer standings. Showing you real quick the girls soccer standings for sound. West Seattle is up 3-0. They have 3-0. They've won their first 3 games of the season. They're undefeated. Holy Names won their first 2. They're sitting in second because West Seattle played in one more game than them. Garfield is 2-1 on the season. Franklin at 2-2. Eastside Catholic 1-2. Rainier Beach has yet to play a game in girls soccer. Their first game of the season was last week, but it was apparently rained out. We told them it was canceled. Cleveland started the season 0-2, and Chief Self has lost all 3 of their first games. They sit in the cellar at 0-3. Noticing a discrepancy on the let's see here, half. There we go. We're at the half. Sorry. There we go. Got that fixed up. Listening to Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, here with your score reports presented by Floor Culture. As your cultural funding agency, County Floor Culture will support your creative work. Take a look at some volleyball scores Wednesday. Ingram 3-0. This one over West Seattle. That was a 3-2 contest. Eastside Catholic winning all of their sets against Cleveland. That was 3-0. Lincoln winning 3-1 over Ballard. Lakeside dominating Ethan Hale 3-0. Franklin over Chief Self 3-1. Holy Names taking all the way out of Rainier Beach 3-0. Bishop Blanchette. Standings for volleyball in the mountain with Seattle Prep up 3-0. Lakeside has 2-0. Ballard, Lincoln, and Bishop Blanchette have all started their season winning 1 and losing 1. They're 1-1 apiece. Roosevelt's at 1-2. Ingram and Nathan Hale both lost their first 2 contests and 0-2 last place. Ladies technique checked in today, let's Beach. Michelle Hall, also back strong boys who got this. Anybody from Lakeside want to shout out your squad, you can go ahead and do that as well. We also love our Rainier Beach listeners as well. Volleyball sound standings. Eastside Catholic and Garfield both started their seasons undefeated. They're both 2-0 on the season. Holy Names, West Seattle, Franklin are all tied at 1-1. Chief Self is at 1-2, as is Rainier Beach in volleyball. And Cleveland has lost their first 2 contests of the year and sit at 0-2. Football. Let's see if we can get an update from Eastside Catholic and Garfield. Looks like lost our source for that. We'll have an update on Eastside Catholic 6.5. So far, all we have right now is Eastside Catholic is running up score with Garfield 1-0, but I'm sure they are past the half.
Eastside Catholic.
You can install it.
Taking on Lincoln 3-7. Roosevelt similarly also well in hand with the shutout from Nathan Hill, 24-0. We're still waiting on Chief Self and Ingram, as well as Franklin and Cleveland. But you also listened in and watched earlier on Rainier Avenue Radio with a real barn burner. Last play of the game, Seattle Prep winning over O'Day. Moves Seattle Prep 2-1 on the year, and O'Day at 1-2. Looks like we got 4, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and we're going to get ready for the second half. So what we're going to do is we're just going to throw it back to our guys. Dupree, Edwin Bailey.
Lakeside won the toss prior to the start of the game. They chose to receive.
We are back. Thank you for that, Daniel. Edwin every Monday night, 6:30 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio Live. And this week we are going to talk about my play. Okay, so we both did a little writing. So we'll talk a little bit. Oh, I don't think Edwin's on. Edwin's mic on. So they'll get that on in a minute, but that join us at 6:30. But right now we are about ready to start the second half. Rainier Beach and the short kick and fielded by. Oh, wait a minute now. Flag. I'm not sure what the flag is. There we are. Yeah. I'm not sure why the flag was thrown. It was a short kick. Edwin, I'm not sure. I'm looking at the play. There wasn't a penalty on the play. Why did they blow the whistle? You can't do a short kick.
Well, I think did he fair catch it?
Oh, he may have. Really? Okay, I'm sorry. That's fair catch is not in my vocabulary. So, so that's why, especially on a short kick like that, brother, you got some go make something. I think you were absolutely right. So Rainier Beach 1st and 10 on the 41-yard line, and Lakeside showing blitz, and they're coming in, and that is oh my goodness, the running back, that is Scottry Humphrey, makes a couple of people miss, and he had number 53 coming through. That was Leo Homar, and Homar blitz, and Scottry Humphrey just made a nice stutter slide and get back to the line of scrimmage. So it's a 2nd and 10. And I'm looking here at the bottom of the field here, the bottom of the screen, if it will, the wide side of the field. You've got 3 receivers, but you've got a one-on-one here with our big guy, Jalen Green. I'm looking for him. And now receiver in motion, fakes the handoff, and then handoff up the middle.
That guy came out of that running.
Yep, and it breaks, and that's number 44, I believe, Jacob Seal. Seal. Seal with the.
Yep, that's 44, Rick.
Really good run, and so it was almost. Edwin, was it a kind of a cross buck action? Did they fake one way and then came back with Seal going the other direction?
Exactly, cross buck, and he dropped it off, and it looks as if he was coming this way, running an option this way.
But I tell you, anytime I can get a 6'5" guy on the wide side of the field near the sideline alone, one-on-one coverage,
hanging high, let it fly.
Yep, and the screen to Green, and Green's going to get outside. He gets outside of the defense and all the way down to the 30-yard line and pick up about 14 yards. And I tell you what, if he hadn't tripped there,
he's still running.
Yep.
He's about to run past the Space Needle.
So pick up for a first down, and Duca King finds Jalen Green, and Green all the way down to the 29-yard line. So here to start off the second half, Rainier Beach moving the football and down at the Lakeside 29-yard line with a 12-0 lead. Duca King's got 3 receivers on the short side of the field. Now he sends Ellis Blanco in motion to the right side, the wide side of the field. 2 receivers on each side. High snap. And check that. I said Duca King, but that is that was DeMarco Jones in there that time at quarterback, number 5. So pass out to the right side and stop for a loss back to the 31-yard line, 2-yard loss. So it'll be 2nd and 12. And again, DeMarco Jones, now the 5'11", 160-pound senior in quarterback. Excuse me. He's got Jalen Green along with Dylan Spencer wide to his left. 2 receivers to the right on the short side of the field. Ball's on the right hash. 9:50 left to go. And Lakeside showing blitz, and they come in, and I'm not sure if we had some movement on the offensive side or the defensive side of the ball. Edwin, let's see what they say.
I see one of the center grabbing one of the young offensive linemen.
Yep. They're calling it against Rainier Beach, so some movement there.
Yeah.
Let's take it back another 5 yards. Will make it 2nd and 17 back at the 40. Checked at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, they just pulled the football out.
So 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball's on the right hash again, and some more movement. Another flag.
That's on the center.
Yeah. So it looks like there were a few guys moving, and the ball just didn't hike, and so
everybody moved but him and the football.
So that's going to be another 5 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 22. Ball's at the 41-yard line.
You got to be careful now. They don't want to let them back into this game.
Yeah. Second down.
Second and what?
22. 2nd and 22. Yeah, they just kept going back. So there was the Jones has a receiver over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted. So it was in the hands of Shockey Davis. He couldn't hold on to it.
Got a penalty. He elbowed him in the head when he hit it.
So the interception was Aaron Zacharias. Sorry about that. Aaron Zacharias. He got the interception. So the pass went from DeMarco Jones to Shockey Davis. Shockey Davis had it in the hands, and it kind of bounced out of his hands. And Zacharias was there for the interception, but a flag went down, and I'm not sure if the flag had went.
It's a foul because he elbowed him in the head.
So was that after the interception, or we'll see?
In the process of making that hit.
Okay, so we'll see if they nullify the interception or not.
A long conversation. They might be figuring if they're gonna throw him out of the game or not for that shot to the head. Let's see.
So first of all, yeah, you hit. So that was against Lakeside. So Rainier Beach is going to retain possession. So the personal foul shot to the head, as Edwin said, on the Lakeside player, and as a result, Rainier Beach will maintain possession and have a first down. Let's see where they mark the football. So 9:40 left to go here in the third quarter. Rainier Beach leading 12-0 over Lakeside, and just an electrifying win earlier in the first game that we brought you. Seattle Prep beating O'Day on literally the last play of the game, and then getting a 2-point conversion with no time on the clock to win it 15-14. The first time in what we're told over 30 years that Seattle Prep has beaten O'Day. But right now, Lakeside and Rainier Beach, the Vikings on the Lions' 26-yard line, leading 12-0. 9:40 left to play here in the third quarter. Quarterback DeMarco Jones comes up closer to the center, calls out signals, now backs back up. And more movement again. And so not sure what the confusion is. They're going to call it on Rainier Beach. Once again, Shockey Davis, among other players that time, mix up on the call. Yeah, they're talking
got
right
it.
there.
Now you're giving it back.
So it's going to go back 5 yards to the 31-yard line. Now the yard stick on the 29, meaning they have to go down to the 19 for the first down. But this ball on a false start is marked back to the 31-yard line. There's no spot of the foul. There's a lot of scrimmage. I'm not sure why, but anyway, with handoff inside and a nice run. That is number 24, T. Elijah Holloway, on the left side, and now a flag. Okay, so there's some dog going on now, but then Rainier Beach and Lakeside players Yeah. You know, tapping each other on the helmet. And it looks like they're okay, but the referee throw the flag. So Edwin, now the striped shirt's getting in here. It's like, okay, let's get out. It's the game ain't about you.
Out of the game, man.
Let's see what the call is. We're waiting. Okay, so they're waving the flag away. Good call. Waving the flag away. They got time. Nothing doing. So pick up about 9 yards by utilizing. Oh, actually, no, that's more than 9. Because they get back. So pick up down to the 20-yard line. So it's going to be greater than 1. So it was what, second? He was back. I'm trying to remember. They were back. That was about a 17-yard pickup. Close to it. We need the spotters to help us out. But anyway. And handoff up the middle. I believe that's Holloway again. And let's see if they don't give it to him on. Yeah, they say fourth down. Forward progress. Not yet. Let's see where it's at, Adam. Now just to the line scrimmage at the 20. So yeah, 4th and 1. So the clock is ticking. 8:40 left to play in the third quarter. Rainier Beach leading 12-0 over Lakeside, and then 4th and 1 ball from the 20. And, we're going to go for it.
Right at the big left tackle.
That big left tackle is number 55, Joshua Connolly Jr. And Edwin, they could pitch it to the left end. That is, a big run. It's going to be a touchdown. That is number 9, Scottree Humphrey takes it in.
Ricky comes back. I see a helmet on the ground.
Oh, yep.
Flag right by the helmet.
20 yards for the touchdown. But it's coming back to the flag back at about the 17-yard line. So let's see what the call is. Heartbreaker there. That was a great play. There was a pitch, a student body left pitch to Scottree Humphrey. And that left side, like you said, I'll tell you what. Man, Joshua Connolly Jr. not happy with the call. Joshua Connolly Jr. 30 yards.
2 players.
12 yards to go.
All you got to do is go and get it back, big guy.
So they start the clock. No, they don't start the clock. 8-11. We'll start on the snap. Rainier Beach leading 12-0. 5 Michael Jones in the quarterback. In under the center. As that motion. Same play. He's got big room against Scottree Humphrey, but he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. Great tackle right there at the 20-yard line, Edwin, and he's going to be stopped about a half a yard shot. Let's see where they're spotted. They're giving him a general spot. He might have a first down. They need to get the 6 out. Scottree Humphrey, tell you what, they ran the exact same play. The
first down.
Left. Scottree Humphrey had rain. He cut it up.
That's the first down.
It is, and it looks like I think it's going to be a first down.
That's the first down.
Yeah, the nose of the ball past the 19-yard line. That's where they had to get to. So I would bet my paycheck on this being a first down. Let's see.
I like the challenge that they put on 55. Coming back again.
Let's see.
Oh, first down. First down, right?
Yep, first down. I'm glad I put my paycheck on that one. I need that paycheck, brother. Let me tell you. Woo-wee. In the words of my dad, my dad used to put hot sauce on everything, and he was bald-headed, and he used to sweat. We used to laugh at him. Well, now that I'm bald-headed, I like these.
You got a nice close-up, Vasily.
Anytime I used to spice food, he would get his handkerchief and go, and wipe his head. So that's my, I say, in the words of Dupree. All right, Duke, love you, my man, love you.
Running at it again. Run it at him again.
All right, so 1st and 10, big handoff, and that is the big guy, Godfrey Humphrey across the 15-yard line, and is knocked back on his back after looks like about a 5-yard pickup.
That's another kid with a good
Godfrey Humphrey, yeah, 5'10", 205, only a sophomore, Edwin. He's got some growing to do.
Oh, he's going to get much better.
Yeah.
He ain't bad now.
Exactly. He ain't bad, in the words of Edwin Bailey.
Yes, sir.
All right, so quarterback DeMarco Jones got 2 receivers to his right.
Quarterback taking control.
Yeah, he is.
The back's where you want him.
Yep.
Good for him.
A single receiver that is Jalen Green to his left now. He sends one of his back. Number 44, Jacob Seal. And off to Godfrey Humphrey. Humphrey on the left side gets it all the way down inside the 10. And with forward progress, 10-yard line. So that's going to make it a 3rd and about 1 to go. So Rainier Beach just Edwin taking their time and getting drive here that is beating away at the clock. 6:45 left to go in the 3rd quarter, leading 12-0. Jones has a receiver over the middle. Oh, and that is Shockey Davis, I believe, and he could not bring it in. The pass was there. He was running a post pattern. He was open. The pass was there. And I tell you, that's one thing I believe that's shocking. One of the things, Edwin, I learned watching the guy play with him, it was Mr. Reliable, Steve Larger. Every pass number 80 came his way, he was catching with his hands. He has hands extended. You got to catch it with your hands, not with your body.
Money.
Yes, sir. So 4th and 1, and we're going to be going for it. Let's get Marco Jones setting his running backs where he wants him. Claps his hands twice. He's in the gun. And a pitch out to Godfrey Humphrey. And Humphrey's going to have, Humphrey's got it, cuts it up inside the 5, down to about the 3 for the 1st down. Godfrey Humphrey made that play. The defense was there, but Godfrey Humphrey, with his running style, was able to make something out of nothing and got the 1st down. So to be 1st and goal, ball marked at the 4-yard line, 6:20 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And running into the game, running back T. Elijah Holloway, the junior, 5'11", 175 pounds, replaces Scott Humphrey. T. Elijah along with Jacob Seow in the back. The 2 receivers split to the right. Shot back to the left. The play clock is down to 4. Pressure now. He's scrambling back to his. And he's spotted him at the 3-yard line, but a flag is down all the way on the other side, our side of the field here at the 2-yard line. So I'm not sure. I don't know if anyone was split out that wide, so I don't know what the referee saw.
I'm trying to figure it out myself. Maybe it was an alignment.
Yeah, it could be somebody may have lined up offside. I don't know.
Oh, they found it. They waved the flag.
Okay, waved it off. Well, he's got to pick up his flag. He's walking over. His flag is still on the turf here at the 2-yard line. He's walking over to the head official and telling him, let's see what they say. So saying false start on Rainier Beach. They did pick up the flag, and that's going to be 5-yard line. Back to, looks like the 10-yard line? 9-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal for Rainier Beach at the 9-yard line. So Rainier Beach 1st and goal, the penalty back at the 9-yard line. 4 downs to try to punch it in to add to the 12-0 lead. And the handoff, good move right after out of the handoff by T. Elijah Holloway, but there are 3 Lakeside players there, and I believe that was 54 on the bottom of the pile, Declan Schwab.
None of that backside cut off.
No.
They had the backside cut off. He pops to the end zone.
So T. Elijah Holloway able to get it back to the line of scrimmage, but that was it. And good job on his part to get it to the line of scrimmage. So to be 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line for Rainier Beach. 4:50 left to go here in the third quarter, and the Vikings leading the Lions by a score of 12-0. Rainier Beach getting the timeout. So we've got a quick timeout, and 4:38 left to go here in the third quarter. Rainier Beach leading 12-0. Breaking the action here. We are live at Memorial Stadium. Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey. Tack is on the field with the camera. Taylor Crean up here running the main camera. Daniel Bellis running a camera. Daniel B on it. And doing a whole lot of other things, typing in scores and multitasking.
Doing computer work.
And then, of course, the wizard behind the curtain is one Tony B, getting it done as well. So the team is here. And, yes, sir. You good to go.
Hey, and they ain't bad company.
Yeah, and our Rainier Beach fellas that were helping us out the first half, they have abandoned us. they took leave. I don't blame them, though. They want to be down there with their teammates, so they're back down on the sideline.
Oh, big old fella should be out there knocking somebody over.
He said he's out this week. He should be back next week. And then Amir Robinson said he's out 2 weeks, so he'll be back.
That's a big old youngster.
Here, Edwin, warm up the bones.
Oh, man.
Big old one, because a whole bunch. Okay, so our team's back on the field. It is second and goal to go for Rainier Beach at the 9-yard line. And some more movement before the snap. Rainier Beach, that's going to go back another 5 yards. And Edwin, they're going the wrong way. They had a first and goal at, I believe it was the 4-yard line, and now they're back to the 14-yard line.
I know.
So that's one thing you don't want when you got this opportunity to score.
This is the time for better leadership stuff there.
Jones looking to his left, got some pressure now, scrambling to the right. He's going to tuck in and run, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. And another flag in the backfield. And the referee, nope, he's going to. Yeah, and from the spot of foul, probably a hold back there. So the flag is on the 16-yard line. Yeah, I believe that's what the call is, if I'm not mistaken. So Rainier Beach going the wrong way. This is coming all the way back to the 26-yard line. Good. Well, that's going to make it second and goal at the 26-yard line. But, it's second down. They got 4 down, so, just chip away at it. And the way they've been moving the ball, they've got a shot if they can stay penalty-free here.
Yeah. Side of the field, I come to the right side.
And there's another 2-minute motion. Get set. You got time. Okay. Now one man comes in motion. Edwin. Come on. Let's another illegal procedure. So Rainier Beach just continuing to go backwards. That's going to be back now to the 31-yard line. So they got second and goal at the 31-yard line. Ed.
My play is right now. It's a very simple alignment and hand the ball off. That's all. You might trying to be a little goofy.
Yeah. My thing is just, as a coach, I'm like, okay, look, everything's on one. Okay, everything's on
Yeah.
1 right now. Nobody better jump. There's no reason for you to jump. You know what the snap count is. We're not changing it.
Everybody know 1.
Yep. And if not, then guess what? There's a spot right here next to me on the bench.
Okay, and they come out of the huddle right. The trips right.
Snap, the handoff. That's Elijah Holloway to the left side. And he eludes one, stiff arms another to the ground, eludes another tackler, and he's putting his shoulder down, and he gets down to about the 15-yard line, Edwin. So that was a good 16-yard run.
There you go. Basic run play.
See Elijah Holloway doing a lot on his own. They're going to mark it at the 16-yard line.
Third.
So about a 15-yard pickup for 31.
The whole time they run at 55, they get something good.
Something good happens there on that left side. So they got 2 more down. So it is 3rd and goal at the 16-yard line. Jones in the gun. And the man in motion. And a pitch to Elijah Holloway. Holloway cuts it inside. He's stumbling, bumbling all the way down to about the 9-yard line. Remember how on the highlights, my man, stumbling, bumbling. Yes, indeed. So they're going to mark it at the 10-yard line. So it's going to make it 4th and goal for the Vikings at the 10-yard line. And Edwin, I've seen their kicker, so I'm going for it.
We're back.
Or the kicking game. Okay, we're not going to just blame the kicker. You got to have a good snap and a good hold. So Jones got 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. To Elijah Holloway there. He's looking to his right, throws it up, and he's got Jalen Green and a lot of contact there, and the referee's just going to say incomplete. So Jones kind of threw it up there, but and threw it only where his receiver could get to it, but unfortunately it was so far up and out that no one could get to it. So it fall incomplete. So the Vikings fall short on 4th and 10, the turnover on downs, and Lakeside will take over on their own 10-yard line. 2:18 left to play here in the third quarter, I should say. And Rainier Beach leading Lakeside by a score of 12-0. So Lakeside getting set here to go with their possession. 10 seconds on the game clock, or on the play clock, I should say. And 5, 4, 3, they got to get it off. 2, 1, and just barely get it off. And the quick pass over the middle and looking for, I believe that was number 3. Yes, it was. Aaron Zacharias. And Zacharias cannot pull it in. So that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 10-yard line for the Lions. Keep it on the left side. He's got a little bit of room there, but kind of gang tackled and maybe 3 or 4 yards, Edwin. Yeah. Quarterback Bailey Black. They're going to give him about 3, so to make it 3rd and 7 balls at the, as the wind kicks in at the 14-yard line. Black in the gun. 3 receivers to his right on the wide side of the field, 1 on the left side. Barking the signals, 3rd and 7 for Lakeside, and right up the middle, and some running room, and I think that's going to be a first down. That was number 4, Max Baldwin. And yeah, Baldwin's going to pick up the first down out to the 21-yard line. So fine play call there and some good line play and giving Baldwin some room, and he gets the first down for Lakeside. So 1st and 10 for the Lions on their 21-yard line. 1:30 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Rainier Beach leading by a score of 12-0. So been some ball movement here in the second half, but nobody's gotten on the board yet here in the second half. All the scoring came in the first half. Rainier Beach leading 12-0. Bailey Black in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Check that. 2 to his left, 1 to his right. And we're going to have a timeout, I I believe, on the field. Yes. Lakeside calls timeout. So with 1:03 left to play here, any updates? I guess we'll wait until the end of that quarter here, and then we'll have Daniel B give you an update on scores around the city. What's going on? 1:03 left to play here, third quarter, the second of our double headers. And Rainier Beach again leading 12-0. If you're just joining us, a shocker somewhat in the first game and just an exciting down to the wire. The last play of the game with Lakeside, or rather with O'Day leading Seattle Prep 14-7. Seattle Prep ran it in and got a touchdown to make it 13 to. Am I giving the score right there? Because they, what was it, 16-14, or what was it, the final? 15-14, right? Yeah. Thank you. And so Seattle Prep ran it in from about 1.5 yards out and scored with no time on the clock, and then with nothing on the clock, they went for 2-point conversion and won it 15-14. So not only an exciting finish, but first time in what someone messaged us and said it was the first time in 31 years that that Seattle Prep has beaten O'Day.
I was scary. I was playing football 30 years ago.
Yes, you were. Oh, nothing doing there, and there he is, big number 55, Joshua Connolly Jr., stopping the runner back in the backfield and tackle for loss of about 3 yards there back to the 18-yard line. And Edwin, Joshua Connolly Jr. busted through the line.
Doing exactly what he should be doing at his height, his abilities, his strength. He should be dominating.
Yeah, and he certainly is.
And from start to finish. As much as I like what he's doing, I just love him even more on the offensive line.
Yeah. So second down play. Black looking. He's got some pressure coming from the backside, and he's going to throw, and that's just out of bounds. He was looking for his receiver there. That was Aaron Zacharias. But Zacharias obviously passed, and he could not get to it. So that's going to make it 3rd and 13 for Lakeside. The ball is on their own, the 18-yard line. And 3rd and 13 to go. 15 seconds left to play in this quarter.
I'll tell you what, Rick. If I was one of these players out here, they had to give me a cape, like the old Minnesota Vikings cape, man.
Yeah.
I know it's cold out there, and you ain't got on no, man.
Yeah.
Man, give me one of the Viking capes.
Yes, sir. Pass on the left side, and Black looking for his receiver. I believe that was Arthur Stedman he was looking for, but
he stopped right in the middle of the route.
Just overthrows him. And so, 4th down, Lakeside will be forced to punt it away. 4th and 13 to go. Ball's on the 18. They got to get all the way out to the 31-yard line. And looks like deep for Rainier Beach, they've got number 12, Dylan Spencer, number 13, Ellis Blanco, deep to receive the punt. Spencer on about the 50-yard line midfield, and the Blanco back at the 45-yard line, and each of them on each of the hashes. Nice snap, and it's a fake, and they're. Yeah, it looked like a fake, and I think I call that interception. What that was. But on a play like that, and he was out. Well, let's see. It looked like he. Yeah, and he was. Yeah. So it looked like it was a fake and a pass, and it was interception out of bounds. The ball comes back to the line of scrimmage, and so Rainier Beach will take over the 18-yard line. Edwin, you're only down 12-0, and you still got a quarter to play. I don't like that play. Now, of course, if it would have been successful, I would have said great call, but it wasn't. So
so I got to get. Wow.
Again, if you're just tuning in, a couple of things I want to say. Thanks to our sponsors, both the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle, the Urban League doing some tremendous work, as well as For Culture. And if you're just joining us, 5 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Rainier Beach leading Lakeside 12-0. Vikings take over 1st and 10 on the Lions' 18-yard line. Shockey Davis in motion. And the handoff up the middle, I believe that's Scottree Humphrey.
Rick, I'd like to thank my wife for bringing me my coat.
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
I don't think I could have handled it.
You know, I told you about the only thing, I forgot my second pair of socks, and my toes are feeling it right now. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Learning how to dress for this weather, being out here for a doubleheader. Your toes are toasty, huh? Mine are not. Well, end of 3 quarters here in game number 2, Lakeside and Rainier Beach. The Vikings leading the Lions by a score of 12-0.
Thanks, Rick. Time for a scoring update.
Let's go right
Thank you,
here.
Daniel. I forgot we were going to throw it to you. My bad, man. But you gave me credit. Thanks, Rick. Good job.
Brought to you by Fourth Culture, as the cultural funding agency for King.
Scotty, bro, you have no time to
Wants
be
to support
tired,
your
bro.
creative work. So speaking of Rick, we finally
Go,
got
hey,
that
go big.
scoring
Let's
update
go
from
big.
Chief Self and Ingram. And
Big personnel.
Ingram
Big
dropped no
personnel.
record on the season after a close loss.
So, Nick,
20-14. Chief
Rainier
Self
Avenue
over
Radio.
Ingram.
And a tight end.
Final over there. Final also Blanchette. Ballard wins 13-6.
Literally. Okay, we're going high right.
Catholic.
Okay.
Final there
44
against
lead.
Garfield.
High right, 44 lead kick.
Shutout over
Let's
Garfield.
go, let's go.
Rainier Beach and Garfield in consecutive weeks start 3-0. They are definitely the class of Metro, it seems like. West Seattle over Lincoln, that's final 33-7. And Roosevelt over Nathan Hale with the shutout 24-0. Back to Rick and Edwin. It looks like we are just about to start that final fourth quarter.
Thank you, Daniel. 2nd and 8 to go for Rainier Beach. They are at the.
Thank you, Daniel.
See, it looks like about the 16-yard line. And the handoff.
ISO lead.
And nothing doing there. That was T. Elijah Holloway, and he had nowhere to go. So it's going to be 3rd. Give it maybe a yard down to, let's see, are they marking it right around the 15? So it's going to be 3rd down for the Vikings. Yeah, they'll give them a 1-yard gain on that, so down to the 15-yard line. 3rd and 7, Vikings trying to add to their 12-0 lead. Handoff, T. Elijah, big hole on the left side, breaks a tackle. Wow. He's going to go in, touchdown. T. Elijah Holloway, great run, Edwin. Oh, he had a big hole, number 1 on that left side.
Oh,
and then he was hit at about the 5-yard line, broke the tackle, ran through it, and touchdown. T. Elijah Holloway, and the Rainier Beach Vikings go up by a score of 18-0.
Oh, big number 55 laid down some lumber then.
Yes, he did. Oh, my goodness. So that is the start of the fourth quarter, and Rainier Beach starting it out in fine style. They're going to go for 2 here, lining it up, leading 18-0. And back in at quarterback is Tuka King. King under center this time. And he's going to hand off, and T. Elijah Holloway in the big hole on the left side again, Edwin. And he's in
everything got to go behind him.
Yes, indeed.
Then if everything come behind you, you can jump up and down and get excited all you want because you're knocking open holes.
So Rainier Beach with the score here at the start of the fourth quarter takes a 19-0 lead over Lakeside. We're just at the start of the fourth quarter, less than a minute in, 11-14 left to play in the ball game. And Rainier Beach taking a commanding 19-0 lead. Ooh, and Edwin, I'm going to come back a little bit, see if I can get a little bit less of that wind.
Wind, rain, a
a
few ice droplets.
Glad I'm up here and not on the field.
Yes, sir.
Still feeling it here.
I wouldn't want to be out there to save my life.
And there you're seeing from field camera, Tack doing the job down there. My man Tack. And seeing Rainier Beach on their sideline.
I got him talking, he's smiling. Let's go.
Those shots. We're about ready to line it up. And Edwin, I got to start moving because it is getting cold.
I stop moving, I'm gonna fall down.
Up in this joint. So again, if you're just joining us, you are listening to our live coverage of Metro League football right here at Memorial Stadium. And this broadcast of Metro League High School football is powered by the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle. Urban League is commissioned within our Seattle King County service area through advocacy, direct programming, community outreach, and coalition building. 5 major pillars of housing, education, workforce development, health, and policy. Also special thanks to King County for Culture, a broadcast sponsor of the 2021 Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League High School football broadcast. And you've got creative works in the art, history, or historic preservation, and you're interested in getting your project funded, then you need to submit a grant to For Culture. Deadline is April 28th. Go to their website, For Culture. And right now, back in action. Lakeside takes over 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line, trailing 20-0 here. 11 minutes left to go in the ball. And the rain is coming down, but the wind has been swirling. The handoff over to the left side, and that is Young Ju Lee. And Young Ju Lee has shown
Ju Lee has had a very good game today.
Yeah, the senior running back, and he's shown that he can make a guy or two miss, and he picks up about 7 yards on that out to the 40-yard line, but it'll be 2nd and 3. So man in motion, balls off the turf, and Rainier Beach, I think, is going to be on it. Yes, Rainier Beach forward, picks it up, and he breaks the tackle. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Edwin trying to make the number. I believe that is number 21, Franco Gratton Jr. And so the ball was on the turf, and Franco Gratton Jr. came in, picked it up, and just took it, advanced it, broke a tackle, and ran it all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. Rainier Beach taking commanding 26-0 lead. So Rainier Beach is breaking the game open, 2 scores in less than a minute, back to back. Oh my goodness. Hear the wind, and nothing we can do to run off our mic. Sorry about that. Rainier Beach going for 2 here. Oh, and there goes the tent. One of them. Yeah, it is gone.
I was back in Georgia. I think a hurricane was coming.
Really? Yeah, the tent, they couldn't keep it down. There's going to be a timeout on the field. Rainier Beach calling timeout. So after the electrifying defensive play, Franco Gratton Jr. picking up the fumble and returning it for a touchdown. Rainier Beach leading 26-0. 10:27 left to go in the ball game. And the Vikings leading 26-0. They're going to go for 2. Per se, if you will, and that that's down there because really they have kind of the table. If there's an injury, they bring the player in there. The wagon with the water and everything. It's not anchored down, so with the wind, it just blew it off of the leg.
They're not helping.
Went topsy-turvy,
Yep.
as they say.
You got to spike it down. There's the wagon on the other side, the water wagon.
Yeah, the water wagon over here under this tent as well, Edwin. So yeah, the water wagon.
The water wagon.
Then you'd be the water boy.
Yes, sir.
Well, you have the water boy. Yeah, baby. my man, Bobby Boucher.
Boucher.
Where he at?
There they come.
2-point conversion.
Outside.
And, oh, it's in there. Untouched. That is number 44, I believe, Jacob Seow. Seow takes it in. That's going to give Rainier Beach a 28-0 lead here with 10:27 left to go. Yeah, I tell you, man. That movie, The Waterboy, Edwin, I can still watch it and laugh. That is some fun.
Classic.
Yeah. Mama, she was the devil. The devil. You don't mess with,
Oh, yeah.
you don't mess with no girls, Bobby. That's she the devil.
Devil.
Wait a minute, Mama. Oh, Mama, we got to have discussion about this one now, you know. All right, so 10:27 left to go. Rainier Beach leading Lakeside by a score of 28-0. And the Vikings, 2 quick scores offensively, and then an electrifying defensive play. Franco Gratton Jr. picked up the ball, ran it in for the touchdown, and the second 2-point conversion, and the Vikings take a commanding 28-0 lead here. 10:27 left to play in the ball game here at Memorial Stadium. And again, our man Taff is seeing his pictures from the field camera. We've got a couple of cameras up here in the stands as well, so trying to give you both the video and the audio of the ball game. You can tune in, see the pictures of the game on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch. And the kick, short kick, bounces down and fielded by Lakeside's number 4. That is Max Baldwin. And Baldwin takes it out across the 30-yard line, where Lakeside will take over. Let's see the spot. I want to say on the 31-yard line. In. Yes, indeed. That is our guy, Taiwan Hillis, the sophomore, standing at 5'2", 125 pounds. And Edwin, he's out there. He got a lot of heart.
125. I was 125 in the 3rd grade. Playing Pop Warner football.
Edwin. And a big oh, baby, why'd you cut back? Number 2, that was young Ju Lee, who's made some great runs, and he got the ball flag on the play, but he got the ball on the left side. Edwin, there was a hole. He just had to keep coming to the left side. He cut it back to the right side in a short pickup, but a flag on the play. So let's see what the call is. And they're going to say face mask. So that will advance the ball and likely a first down for Lakeside. But I'm going to tell you what, it's getting cold out here. We got to tell these referees, keep the flags off the turf,
man.
baby.
You know, you got,
come on now.
You got to get their quarters in.
So check that. That is not a first down. It advances out to the 40-yard line. So that's going to make it a first. So I guess they don't. So they get the yards and the penalty and the down. Got a little. So it's going to be first down and 1 on the 40-yard line. And the snap and the handoff up the middle, and a lot of orange jerseys there, and that's going to be a loss of maybe a yard, Edwin, back to the they're going to spot it at the 40. So they're saying forward progress got to the line of scrimmage. But a lot of orange jerseys there, gang tackling, making sure that ball was not advanced. So that's going to make it 2nd and 1 for the Lakeside. The ball at the Rainier, rather at their own 40-yard line. Rainier Beach defense in a 4-man down front, then kind of a 4. And handoff inside. And Edwin.
Good defense.
I'm trying to make all the numbers out there. About 3 or 4 Rainier Beach players, and that's going to be a loss.
That's when they say a host.
a host of players. Among them, number 52, Josh Dunn. Looks like number 50, Dallas Falama. And they make a stop. That's about a 1-yard loss. We're saying back to the 39-yard line. So that's going to be 3rd and 2. But it started out 1st and 1. Now 3rd and 2. Bailey Black in the gun, looking. He's got a receiver, throws it up, and a good throw.
play.
That was an excellent play,
play.
both offense and defense. And that was, I believe, I'm trying to see the number of the Rainier Beach DB. Is that number 15?
Tell you what, he's not the biggest guy in the world, boy, but he competes.
Yeah, I think that was Keywan Terry. They listed him at 5'10", and they might be giving him something else from here. He doesn't look 5'10", but we're in the stands. It might be.
He got one of those old Lester Hayes towels.
Yeah. In the back, hanging down. And so I tell you what,
he came out of that break. He came out of his back pedal.
Yeah.
Turned and ran and got his hand.
Oh, and another flag and something back, and maybe a roughing the passer. I didn't see what they call. Yeah, it has to be because they're marking off about 15 big ones. That's going to bring the ball down to the cross midfield to the Rainier Beach 46-yard line, and automatic first down for the Lions. 28 in the fourth quarter, 8:28 left to play in the ball game. So after great coverage, defensive play by Keywan Terry, it's all for naught as there's a penalty giving Lakeside a first down. So big rush coming in, screen set up, but nowhere to go, and a big hit coming in, and that was a young Jew Lee, and he's going to be stopped for about a 4 or 5 yard loss. And Edwin, I tell you what, that screen didn't fool anybody.
Oh no, but young Julie has not stopped competing.
No. But I tell you what, Stevie Wonder could have smelled out that
Yes, sir.
screen, and the Rainier Beach defense certainly did.
Yes, sir. Everybody came to the party at the same time.
So a 5 yard loss back to the 49-yard line to make it 2nd and 5. 8:07 left to play in the ball game. Rainier Beach leading Lakeside 28-0.
Oh, that guy came on the field. Okay, came from the sideline straight to the field.
Yeah, they're trying to get it right. So Lakeside got 3 receivers wide to the left along wide side of the field. Handoff up the middle, and that is big number 4, Max Baldwin. He's got some positive yards across midfield, and then another flag.
This is getting ridiculous, man.
After the play, and Rainier Beach players are saying, yeah, come on. And I believe that was number 13 jumping up. Ellis Blanco saying, what? And from our vantage point, we're saying the same thing, Edwin, and they're going to say, let's see, personal foul, dead ball foul.
Okay. I didn't see it.
Yeah, we didn't see that from this vantage point up here. But with that said, so in addition to the gain on the play, there's going to be that penalty tacked on. It's going to take the ball down to the 28-yard line. It'll give Lakeside a 1st and 10 to go on the Rainier Beach 28-yard line. 7:35 left to play in the ball game, and the Lions trailing the Vikings 28-0. Snap and make the handoff. Black looking. He's got a receiver over the middle. Finds him, and that is number 3. Aaron Zacharias, and Zacharias is able to bring it in and avoid a couple of tacklers, and was finally brought down at the 15-yard line. So the Lions will take over 1st and 10, or will advance, I should say, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, trying to get on the board here at the late in the ball game. 7:10 left to go. Hands it off up the middle, and went nowhere to go.
They're stout up the middle.
Yeah. They sniffed that out. Yeah, number 24 there, T. Elijah Holloway. You had number 50, Dallas Afalabo.
That old reliable number 55.
Yes, sir. And, that was a no gain on that play, and Rainier Beach not fooled on kind of a little delayed, almost like a delayed draw. Black looking to his right receiver, and coming up, and that was a great defensive play by Jacob Seow to kind of get a hand on the ball and knock it down incomplete. That's going to make it 3rd and 10 at the 15-yard line for Lakeside. 6:15 left to play. Ball game, and the Vikings leading by a score of 28-0.
They don't have benches on the sideline. Oh, did you go to the dugout?
Well, yeah, I guess in the dugout, that's where you sit. That's the only place to sit.
Oh, man, I ain't going to no dugout.
This ain't baseball, huh?
No.
3rd and 10. And the pass over the middle. Oh, and the
like
receiver
that.
wide open. That was number 84.
That was a nice fake.
Yeah, Christian Kirkdorfer. And so the fake up the middle. And I tell you what, Bailey Black really sold it. And then he had Kirkdorfer kind of doing a little slant pattern or post pattern. And he was there. And tell you what, Black fired it in, got it to him.
He put it right on him. He put the ball on him.
Yes, he did.
Didn't have to reach anything.
So with 6 minutes left to play, Lakeside driving, 1st and goal to go on the 5-yard line. Black looking for a receiver, and now he's just going to throw it away. He was under duress.
Good job.
And I'm trying to see what number that was coming after him, number 50. Yeah, I think that was a Dallas Afalava again.
Just 50.
And Afalava forced him to throw that one away. He didn't have anywhere to go with that. Check that. That might have been 52 Josh Dunn. It was either Dunn or Afalava. I apologize. Not even pick out the number. But forcing that pass, Black had to throw it away. So 2nd and goal to go at the 5-yard line. Black looking to his left and nothing there. Kind of a little bit behind his receiver. And that ball's incomplete. Coming up on the coverage was number 15, Kewan Terry. He's made a couple fine plays at that cornerback position. So now 3rd and goal to go at the, I guess the ball's inside the 5-yard line, 4-yard line. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Bailey Black in the guns, got 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, and pre-snap flag. And they call encroachment on the defense, so that'll be half the distance to the goal. Take it down to the 2-yard line. Yes, he was listening. Take a peek right here, Ed.
I drank all of my tea.
Just a splash, and we've got some movement once again. This is going to be a false start, so Lakeside, it looks like is going to give that 2.5 yards or 2 yards back, that half the distance to the goal. Yeah, they are. So it's going to go back to the 4-yard line. No, check that. Check that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because that's the other way, not half the distance. So they're going to give back that 2 and another 3. And that takes it back to the 7-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd and goal at the 7-yard line for the Lions. 5:46 left to go in the ball game. And fake inside, and then Black rushing to the right side, and he is met at the 3-yard line.
Incredible shot.
And it looks like you've got Kewan Terry, and looks like maybe Kewan Brown. I'm trying to see who else there. I'm trying to get the numbers there, Edwin. Yeah, they did. But Kewan Terry and Kewan Brown there to make the stop. So now it's going to make it the 4th and goal, I should say, at about the 3-yard line. Lakeside trying to punt it in, trying to get on the board, maintain some level of respectability. You're not going to shut us out, so we shall see. Bailey Black in the gun, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. That is under the flag. And looking for a receiver there. And it is incomplete. So I had the post here was blocking my view in the corner, and the ball is knocked down incomplete. So the defense, Rainier Beach defense, goal line stand, and they keep Lakeside out of the end zone. 4:52 left to play, with the Vikings leading by a score of 28-0. And I think the next timeout here, we'll get the mic to Daniel. He can give you an update on the scores from around the city, let you know what's going on.
Go on, Antoine, go on.
Yeah, he's running the camera. He's
Serving hot dogs.
typing in all of the information for you in the. So if you're watching the game on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, that's all Daniel. And the handoff up the middle, and I believe that is the big guy, number 9, Scottrey Humphrey.
Yes, sir. He got 8. And look who's downfield on the 20 on the block.
It looks like number 55.
Yes, sir.
And so not only did he blow that hole open for, it looks like they're going to give him, Edwin, looks like about 7.5 yards maybe. So
Running behind him again, coach.
yeah, that's all you do. I mean, that will be the ball game. You just keep it on the ground, running behind number 55. That's all you got to do. Give the ball to Scottrey Humphrey at 5'10", 205, or to T. Elijah Holloway, 5'11", 175. Give it to one of those two guys. T. Elijah on this junior. And I believe that is that T. Elijah Holloway on the first down and keeps it in bounds. That was a really, really good, smart play.
Smart play.
Check that. That was, the pass out to, that was Jalen Green. Check it. And Jalen Green got the ball and then running, and Edwin, made a great play keeping it in bounds.
Kiss the baby.
Shall we call the spirit of Dandy Dawn? Well, give it another minute or so, huh?
Turn out the light.
Party's over. Oh, man, he was hilarious. He had Don Howard Cosell. Who was the third? Was in there with him? There was 3 of them in there, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember who was there. Handoff and looks like T. Elijah Holloway, big hole on the right side, and T. Elijah Holloway takes advantage of it and takes it for a first down out beyond the 25-yard line to the 27-yard line, I believe. 3:02 left to go in the ball game.
Frank Gifford.
Was it Frank Gifford? Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think, you're right. Frank Gifford, Howard Cosell, and Dandy Don Meredith. It was around this time in the ball game where he would start singing, and the handoff up the middle, I believe that was number 44. If I'm looking, no, check that. T. Elijah Holloway, 24. No, it was 44. Jacob Seahawks, and Jacob gets a nice pickup of about 4 yards, maybe 5, out to the 31-yard line. Yeah, it'll be about this time in the ball game, 28-0, 2:30 left. He would start singing, wouldn't he? Yes, indeed. Cactus seeing those field.
Stay outside and run.
Jacob Seahawks, and he's got a lot of room on the right side, and Rainier Beach trying to put it away, keeping it on the ground and keeping the ball in bounds. And that is number 44, Jacob Seahawks. Seahawks gets a big gain, and he's down. Looks like maybe a cramp behind that left calf, or right calf rather. They are pulling that right leg up and stretching that leg. So stretching the foot, stretching the leg. So yeah, guys cramping up here in this cold weather a little bit. Yeah, so timeout on the field. 2 minutes left to play. Rainier Beach leading Lakeside 28-0. So the outcome not in question. It's just a matter of what the final score shall be. And see how up on his feet. Yeah, just running off again, just to cramp. Nothing major there. So quarterback Dupree King calling his guys to the sideline now. He runs back out. He was there talking to Coach alone on the sideline. Comes out to play the 5'6", 150-pound sophomore. And I'll tell you what, he's got a future. He's got some upside in the next couple years. He's got a live arm, quick feet. He's under center. Hands it off. And a big hole. T. Elijah Holloway breaks the tackle. One more. Oh,
Did you see that over there?
Yes, I do. And so, Edwin, we've got Joshua Conley Jr. 15 yards down the field. And just
Oh my
punishing a lineman and just on the ground. Then helps him up, gives him a hug. Oh,
Well, I would have told him to get over.
Run on this side of the ball. T. Elijah Holloway had a big hole on the right side and a great run all the way down to the 25-yard line, giving Rainier Beach a 1st and 10 to go on the 25-yard line.
He took him the first 10 yards just on his heel.
Yeah, and then knocked him down. And the pass over to number 14, that is Taiwan Hillis. That's our guy.
Hillis.
Our guy catches the pass, Taiwan.
Taiwan Hillis.
Yes, indeed. Now we've got maybe one play left, 48 seconds, and the clock is ticking. Rainier Beach. Yeah, just
quarterback in.
Yeah, taking their time, not wanting to pile on. They already lead it 28-0. 20 seconds on the play clock, 34 on the game clock. So this likely will be the last play. And Duca King turning around looking at the clock and just taking his time to let it run down. Play clock. Yeah, Taiwan Hillis is he is there at the right side. And they're gonna Duca King just takes a knee, and that will be the ball game here. Rainier Beach in the second game of our doubleheader, a 28-0 winner over Lakeside. And I tell you, we hope you have enjoyed our coverage. And I think, am I going to throw it to Daniel real quick for some scores? Okay, so we're going to throw it to Daniel real quickly, and then I will wrap things up. But we just want to bring you up to date on the scores from around the city here in the Metro League. So, Daniel, what do you got?
I finally got an update on that Cleveland-Franklin game. That's down. Cleveland wins their first game of the year, 20-0 over Franklin. That scrappy Franklin squad was all Chief Self with a close win over Ingram. We'll see them next week on Rainier Avenue Radio when they face Lincoln at 5 o'clock right here on Memorial Stadium. Ballard with a close win over Bishop Blanchette. It was, for the most part, Ballard led the entire game by only one score, 7-0. Bishop Blanchette scored late, but they missed their two-point conversion. And Ballard scored the last point game. Eastside Catholic playing back-to-back Garfield and Rainier Beach, shutting them out 42-0. Eastside Catholic now facing the Metro this year. 3-0. West Seattle, they up on Lincoln 33-7. That to 0. Next week on Rainier Avenue Radio, we'll be able to check out another doubleheader from the Ingram versus Lincoln game, 5 o'clock, and the Garfield versus Ballard game at 6 o'clock. Other games happening will all happen at 7 o'clock in the league. Jose will face Bishop Blanchette. Roosevelt against Rainier Beach and Franklin against West Seattle. Thank you all for tuning in to another.
You replace their feet, they move it down.
All right.
That's all we gotta do.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
2 more weeks.
So that's Daniel B with all the scores. So for Daniel B, for Edwin Bailey, for Taylor, for Tony B, I want to say thank you for joining us until next week on Brick Dupree. Peace and God bless.
It is with us.